Dressmakers, welcome again on the channel. In today's tutorial, you are going to learn how to make this beautiful blouse. This is quick and really straightforward. First thing you need to do, get your fabric which you want to use. I'm using this fabric for mine and fold it into 2 and into 2 again into 4 like this. Next, you're going to get the length of your blouse. Take the measurement from shoulder to how long you want the blouse to be. Next thing, you need the measurement of your center back to your sleeve length, and also you need the measurement of your nipple to your nipple. With these 3 measurements, you are good to go if you want to recreate this blouse. Now, for my blouse length, I want mine to be 24 inches at the end of the day, so you can see me measuring 26 inches. The reason for this is so that by the time I hem it, I would have the remaining 24. Take a look at how to take your measurement from your shoulder to your sleeve, just in case you don't know how to. So just pick up where you want the measurement to get to, just like that. Mine is going to be 22 at the end of the day. So come here to input the measurement. Usually it's a drop shoulder, which means you don't need the measurement to be exactly your shoulder at this point, even though you are putting your shoulder measurement here. I have 13 inches here, okay? So just take note of that, and I just come down by 1.5 inch right there, and I connect it down to this point where I'm taking the measurement of my neck width and neck depth. Because this fabric is both fold, which is front and back, I measured my back first, which is 3 inches by 1 inch, okay? By the time I now separate the two, I can now go ahead to take the measurement of the front separately. But right now, I am taking the measurement 3 inches by 1 inch. Just do the curve in so that you can get the curve for the neckline. And then the next thing, I'm just going to connect from this tip of my neck down to the shoulder slope, okay? So I'll go ahead to cut that out so I can start working on this little piece. I've brought it close so that you can see what exactly it is I did. Take out your neck width, which I did here for the back. Do it on the 2, which is 3 inches by 1.5. So, and I came down by 1.5 at that point where I'm taking the measurements, where my shoulder is going to be sitting on, where you see my hand touching right now, okay? So go ahead to cut out what you need, and then we can now afterwards focus on everything that it is that we need to do. For this blouse, you will need about 1.5 yard, okay? 1.5 yard will conveniently give you something nice, okay? 1.5 yard will do it for you. All right, so now the next thing, I separate the 2 just so that I can have 1. So don't forget to notch the center, just like you saw me do the other time. Now the next thing we want to do, now this one we are working on right now, this one is now going to be our front, okay? So mark out your 8 inch, which is now going to be technically your neck depth. All right, for the center, I want the center design, that detail at the center, to be 2.5 inch. So you need a fabric of 5 inches in width, okay? You can see if I fold it, I'll have 2.5. That means if I open it up, I have 5 inches. So on your main cut, which is the main blouse for the front, mark 2 inch in, 2 inch in from the center front, just as you see me doing right now. And you're going to mark this all the way to the hem or the length of the blouse, okay? 2 inch in. The reason is, once you have 2.5 on that strip, it simply means that you have to mark ½ inch less. So by the time you join it with ½ inch, the center also will become 2.5. So at this point, you will need to cut out 2 inches. Now connect everything to your neckline just like this, and then you cut it out, and now this becomes your front, okay? Your front will usually look like 2 pieces, okay? So you would be able to see what this will look like when I cut it out just now. And because this is a silk material, I just decided to pin it just so I can just be in control, okay? So that the fabric is just not moving anywhere anyhow. Can you see? So this is the front. Now this is what the front is going to be. I just notch that so I can know where is the up and where is the hemline. Okay, so now this is the front, and let's just put this aside, and afterwards the next thing will be for us to now take out our sleeve. So for this sleeve now, I'm just checking the fabric grain to be sure I'm on the right grain. That's what I just did. So I'm just going to fold that. For my sleeve, shoulder to sleeve, I want to have 22, and I have 13 on that front panel. So 22 minus 13, that simply means I need like 9 inches for me to augment the measurements I need. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold this fabric like this now into 2. Okay, and then I'm going to measure out the sleeve width and then the sleeve length. Now for this side, I'm putting in my sleeve length on this side. So I want the sleeve length to be 10 inches. Okay, 10 inches. And for my sleeve width, I want it to be 9 inches. It's not really a fitted sleeve, so but for me 9 inches is just fine. It's still going to be very free on my hand. Okay, so you can see by the time you sew it and by the time you do everything, I'm just going to have something about 21 inches, and that's just perfectly fine for me. So on the wideness of the sleeve, mark out this 9.5. Okay, you are going to join it by half, so you'll be left with 9. On the length here where you see me holding, mark out, I just marked out 10.5. Okay, at that point. So by the time I sew it with half and I hem it, everything I'm still going to have will be about 21-22 inches, which I wanted to have originally. Don't forget to notch so that it will be easy to match up the center of the sleeve with the body of the sleeve. Okay, so and I'm also just marking where I want my hemline to be. Okay, so now the next thing to do is to put shoulders together for the main blouse. This is the pieces of the main blouse and this is the shoulder. You can see the front and you can see the back, just like I explained it to you earlier. Okay, so you want to align these shoulders, and then this side you want to go ahead to notch the 9 inches that you actually use to cut your sleeve width. Okay, notch that 9 inches, just measure and notch. So by the time you are fitting your sleeve, you just know where it should all end. Okay, so I open it up like this. Make sure the right side is facing the other right side of the fabric, right side and right sides together, and then you match it up just like this. After matching it up just like this, the next thing will be for you to go ahead to stitch it. This is where the shoulder would be, where you see my hand pointing towards. So just stitch that part. After I stitched it, here is what I have. Now that we are done with the shoulder area, the next part to work with is the center front. So you're going to put the center front together like this. All right, so you want to take the measurement from the center back. Can you see this is the center front towards the center back? So I pick the measurement from the center back like this, and you measure it all the way to the end of the center front, just like this. Can you see I have 13 inches here? That simply means what is going to cover the neck all around is going to be 60 inches because that is on fold. So this fabric which I intend to use for the detailing of the front, let's check how many we have. 49. So I need to augment this to be up to 60 inches for it to be enough. So I went ahead to actually get additional fabric. So all I need to do is join this, and then I just go ahead. Can you see I've joined this? I've also added interfacing. I just used stay here. Okay, so I've fused the stay just to stabilize that front because it's more like a collar, you know. So for pressing it together on fold, this is what it looks like. And I also make sure that I put the joining towards like the center and the shoulder area, just so it's not too obvious from the front. Next thing now is to just adjust this to make sure that it is the exact 2.5 inches that we need. So what I'm doing right now is to just mark out that 2.5 inches that we need. because it looks like some parts of this fabric is 2.5 and some parts is a little bit more. So I just trim off any part that I say that is a little bit excess, because what we really need is 2.5. okay, so just trim out everything that is a little excess. Next thing, open up the fold, and then from the center you are going to measure. Open up the fold just like this, okay, pin it together. Now from the center, which is from this top right here, which is the part on fold, take the measurement of your round edge measurement, divide that by 2 plus 1 or 2, depending on how easy you want the shirt to be able to go in. So that at the end of the day for me will be around 12.5. So I'm just going to mark that out. So once you have marked that out, remember that that part that you mark, from that fold to that part that you mark, the fold is your center back. The part that you mark is going to be the beginning of the joining. So you are going to sew this down from here down this way. Okay, after sewing, this is what I have. Okay, I had to sew it. You can see I started the sewing from there, but this part is open, and that was the round edge measurement plus 1 that you did right there. That place had to be open because that it is through that opening that you will use to wear your blouse. Okay, so now make sure that that part is still notched so that you can match it up with the center of the blouse. Okay, so I just get the fabric like this. So match the center of your collar. Now this is your collar. Okay, match the center of your collar, match it to the center back of the blouse. Okay, so once you have done this, is more like you are using the same fabric for the inner and the outer, the lining and the main fabric. Okay, so just look for the neatest parts, all right, and then you can now pin this down. Pin it down from the center back all the way to the front, all the way to the end at the front. Because this measurement, you use the measurement, you have already measured it. At the end of the day, it should match perfectly. Okay, you know, we measured 60 inches and we cut this, we made it up to 60 inches. We measured 30 inches on fold. Okay, so we have 60 inches. So your 60 inches should match with the 60 inches of the collar. So from the center back all the way to the front, do it on one side, all the way to the front, do it on the second side. You should have something that look like this when you pin it. Okay, then go ahead to sew it. So you should have something that look like this. After sewing this, don't forget, don't skip this step, give it a good press, let it relax, and then overlock. Okay, so this is what the front should look like, and I showed you what the wrong side will look like. Okay, next you are going to fold it into 2 like this, because this is the time where you need to put the inner belt, that part that makes it look like there is a waist illusion. This is what we want to do right now. So now we want to take measurements of your shoulder to your waist, which is your half length. Mine is 15 inches shoulder to waist. Okay, so I mark my 15 inches here, and your bust span measurement, this is where you need it. So your bust span measurement divided by 2 plus 1. Okay, so mark it right here. Can you see? Mark it also on the other side so that it is visible on the other side, and that's what I'm doing. And once I open it up right now, I will check both sides to confirm that what I have on both sides actually equal, because you don't want one belt to be up and one belt to be down. All right, so the next thing after this, I'm just going to get a tiny strip of fabric from here, use this for the belt, and join it to these points. Okay, so next thing, you want to go ahead to get that sleeve that you cut, take it out one after the other, and then you match the wrong side facing right side, facing right side, just like you normally join any fabric. Okay, the notch is going to guide you, and that's why notching is always important. So put it together like this, and then you go ahead to sew it together right there. And here is what it will look like once you are done sewing the sleeves together. If you have found this tutorial helpful, now is a good time to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not done so already. So the next thing is you are going to lay your fabric nicely on the table like this, and then you are going to pin it and sew these sides down by 0.5. After sewing, this is what I have, and the next thing I'm going to do now is to go ahead to do a roll hem on the hemline of the blouse, just a tiny roll hem, and then we sew it all around just like that. So after doing all of that, take a look at what my roll hem look like, take a look at what my sides look like. Also, if you are doing yours, don't forget to give it a good press and also overlock the inside. This is what the final look is looking like. You can see how nice and sweet this look like. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe. I'll see you again in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching.